So actually, this makes it even more vital I go after Castile. I'm sorry, Castile, but I'm gonna have to destroy you. And take all your things. I'm not sorry at all. I'm a huge Hitchhiker's fan, even more so after I found out Mother was at the school friend of Douglas Adams. Really? That's cool. See you, Mike. The Viking's Guide to America. Our merchants report that they are facing stiffening resistance to trying to peddle their wares. They are talking like it's the end of the world. So this is... yeah, we'll spend a tiny bit of Diplo in order to alleviate their woes. Ojibwe will give Portugal some of their money. Our coast is still getting raided. Oh, right, yeah, what the other thing we could... why haven't I done this yet? I'm getting distracted. Because I didn't want to destroy Yemen completely, but might as well. And this will stop them training more troops. Although they are getting rebels every frickin' where. I think one of my mustache hairs keeps going in my mouth. It's very annoying. Alright, so. Yeah, I'm losing focus rapidly. January next year, so we've got to wait a full year before these cores are done. Meanwhile, most of the occupations are finished. Move you over there, move you up there. And then that's going to be Yemen fully occupied for the time being. Austria's embraced global trade. Oh! The other thing that we need to do is change our edicts. So you become global trade. You become global trade. Are you still converting? You are, technically. Not global trade, protect trade. You, nothing. You, trade. 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 And trade. Okay. So now we should be absolutely dominating Genoa once more. 79%. Ooh, Benkulu's doing spices. Excellent. Of Genoa is now ours. My trade income is now a mighty 134. And we've just seized a little bit more control over Sevilla, though still not nearly as much as I would like. One thing that we could do to go around... oh, I have 10 lightships just sitting here doing nothing. Whoops, go join the Sevilla fleet. Is we could build some more lightships for Sevilla. And I think that would actually be a fairly decent investment. The other one was I was going to put a university in Genoa. Alright. Have I ever tried to play as Naxos? I have not. First 3 universities are done. I'm actually being blockaded. What? What? Only because their fleet has nowhere else to run. We did actually capture a heavy ship at some point, which we could definitely pay to upgrade. Go ahead. And a couple of galleons too. More rebels. This time we are going to need to grab a transport to go and grab that army. You're right next to a fort, so that's not going to have much impact, even if we lose that province. Can I get there in time? No. Six more months. Hey, epic total war. Trooper has become a cannoneer. Plus 10% artillery damage. That's nice, especially with my artillery boost from being Aragon. Speaking of which, I have an artillery boost as Aragon. I probably should be going to the 15 artillery backline sooner rather than later. Although I'm still pretty happy with my composition right now. I don't think we necessarily need to rush that one. Right, cancel that. Castile, who are you allied to? Only Portugal. That would actually be really good for me. Portugal? Britain and Castile. I have no real reason to go after Britain. We have no overlapping interests. So we're just going to go after Castile. I'm not going to make Portugal a co-belligerent. Hey, Katie. Just joined a 5th E game. I'm so hyped. SR. What's SR? Just joined a SR 5E. I'm assuming you're talking about Dungeons and Dragons. What Cameron's and Frozen? Burgundy is huge. Burgundy just got owned in a war. And lost a bunch of territory to the French. They just lost, I think, all 3 of these. But yeah, Burgundy's had a good game, and they managed to actually get some of their lowland countries, which is good for them. Diplotech. We're going to need Diplo to peace out, so I'm not going to trigger that just yet. That's all the cause. That's what I was waiting for. Rains bring fertility to the central Swahili coast. Jolly good. Okay, so Yemen. We want all of those. We want that one. We want both of those. And money. Send. Boom. And with that, I am completely happy with what I control in Aden. We should have pretty solid yep, control over it. Especially as I haven't actually upgraded any of the centers of trade here yet. Actually, that's not true, I have. So let's start the next round of cores. And we're going to need to wait until we can make states. That also means that we can now go and tech up if we can still afford it. We can't, never mind. Oh, Shadowrun, okay. I'm only really familiar with Dungeons and Dragons. That was the other thing I got. I got the new Waterdeep Dragon's Horde module, which I'd really like to run at some point. I have to have a word with my friends, with my regular crew. Our efforts to develop Tulagbawang go on, but now some of the settlers have rejected our capital city and begun establishing a new settlement quite far from the original one. Now people flock to the second settlement and we are left to split our efforts. Settlement will have to be abandoned, or more people, more tax. More people, more tax. And then I think I can just start drilling everywhere, because we are now in recovery phase. One of the generals died, so we better go and hire a new one. Almost pressed enter there. So this is going to be Zach Barnett. Reasonable. And we have quite a lot of money again. Was there anything in particular I was saving that for? Even if there was... we're going to start constructing another bunch of light ships. I did not mean to build 2 there, whoops. No! Shit. No! No, I didn't actually click that time, good. Alright, first things first, I'm just going to select something else, like a brig. So if I do accidentally click... What I was trying to do was remove these two, because I didn't want them going all the way around Africa. Alright, so that's just all of those. Right, perfect. Let's do this. That would have been very irritating. How's my sailor? Oh, easy. The other thing I need to do is start fabricating on Castile, which we are, and then probably Morocco. Who are you allied to? Fullo. Morocco is kind of isolated. The other thing we'll need to do is build castles down here. Ah, Appalachia is done already. Jolly good. Well, I'll need a colonist, and we'll start a new one. +2, +4. Or 4 from Madrid. Let's go for Cuenca. Or Suenca, or however you pronounce that, I'm not actually sure. You were just sitting in Austria. Totally forgot about that stack. Whoops, my bad. Let's send you down to Florence, then you can start drilling down there. Relations with Switzerland have gone up. Excellent. Indeed, Aragonese Florida. And that's going to be our East Coast colony. Because it's actually in the Caribbean trade node, which means I'll get even more control over the Caribbean. Because Chesapeake and Gulf of St. Lawrence don't actually feed into Sevilla. So we would need to go via Bordeaux, via Paris, to get into Genoa. And that's going to be rather more difficult to do. Too bad. Can go after the separatists there. Yeah, I think I need to invest in the forts. Except for the problem that that's going to require investing in... Actually, no, it's not. Just destroy the churches and stuff. Fort. Malindi or Mombasa. Well, Partey is a centre of trade, so Partey should have one. Which means you're protected, so it needs to be Malindi in order to get Mombosa protected. Whoops. Then up here, that's all done. Up here, we are not. I think Hafun is going to be the choice, unless... Yeah. So that's those done. So we could do this for these two. Need to wait for a bit more money. Morocco has rivaled me. I think I'm already rivals with them. So that's just them saying, okay, let's make this official. Let's put it up on Facebook. Send in the cavalry. Our horsemen have the skill and the ability to be the ultimate arm of decision, just as they had in the times of Alexander the Great. Compensated losses has expired. Berker's influence has gone down. That's fine. And then the levy. So that's going to cover you. You're covering those two. So we're going to need one here. And then one here. Let's keep it at a modest level, I'd say. And then this way I can just leave minimal garrisons in Africa, which would be really nice, because it means I can focus my military elsewhere, like India. Suenza has long lived off the locally produced draperies, but lately they've been forced to sell their products at reduced prices. That's unfortunate. 10 years. Ouch. Rain outside. Raining out so bad that your internet's screwing up. Ugh. That always sucks. We had that a couple of days ago, actually. That's not the right province. There's already one in Zyla. Oh! If there's already one in Zyla, then I don't actually need one here, because all of this is covered, as are you. And then I'll basically need to choose between these two. I'll probably go for Mocha. Supply limit +4. Supply limit +6. Actually, no, I'll probably go for Tajura. Berbera, Uprising. Right, and you can start drilling again. I should probably keep a bit more of a better eye on where these uprisings are going to occur. And Aden can also start being caught. There we are. Portugal and Mapuche. And this is going to mean that Asab is then covered. There's a bunch more manufactories. And Masawa is already covered, so yeah. This will be the last one that I need to build. Here. I do need to get one in Indonesia, though. Because we don't have one there yet. I'd very much like to control the crossing. Which if we build a fort up there, then we can. Stab drop. New ruler! Calantir de Valois is the ruler. You are still establishing. You also need to be added to the trade company. And Calantir is pretty good. 542. 9, 10, 11 points. The usual minimum's 9. So, yeah, decent. Not married, though. So I wonder if any of our royal marriages were cancelled by that. And it looks to be yes. So, France. Royal marriage. 342. And Austria. No, not Austria. Bohemia. So Bohemia absolutely adores us. France is getting a little bit iffy. So I think I want to improve relations with the French for a little bit. And I know I just told this army to attack with no morale. I think I'm going to wait for one tick. We're going to lose this province regardless. It's too bad we don't have the forts up yet, but once we do, then separatism will no longer be a problem either. Portugal's going up to Hitlan. Okay, so Tajura is still waiting. We probably should start shipping troops over to Iberia soon. We should definitely send the navy back to Iberia. Oh man. Unfortunately the castles still aren't built yet, so it's causing problems. Oh, the other thing I could do actually is just go to the autonomy thing and go, so where the unrest is really high, I'm going to just go ahead and improve or increase the autonomy. Because these are all like brand new provinces, so I don't care that much if they're not going to be earning me tons and tons of money. Now we should have far fewer events firing. Should have done that as soon as we took the land, actually. Thinking about it. Oh, we're going to have some more fetishist zealots in Humbayne and Calabar. Well, I'd really rather you didn't go there. Isn't Calabar this side? No, that's Benguela. Not sure where Calabar is. There. Yeah, I'd kind of wish you wouldn't spawn there either. Oh, really? That's a pain to get to. Fine. Alright, so I think that you are going to be sent back up north to go up to Castile. I suspect that we're only going to need the one army. In fact, don't I still have an army over here? I do. So yeah, we're just going to use the 2 stacks, and that should be more than sufficient to take out Castile. And all we're really waiting for is the overextension to go away, which it will be very soon. During the period of 1450 to 1600, Italian siege engineers were highly sought after to teach the ways of the Tres Italienne to the militaries of Europe. Gained a level 2 fort defense guy for 600 ducats. No, I think I'll pass, thanks. I know he's half price, but I suspect we would save money by not taking that. Maybe not. You are in the wrong place. Actually, you can go via France. Easy. In which case, stay there. Okay, so Castile. The province that I really want from you is Cantabria and Leon. In fact, I have claims on all of your stuff already, so I don't even need to be doing fabrication, except for the fact it's going to make the sieges go quicker. It's still useful for that. But a war with Morocco after this is going to be quite likely. France is sharing information with Brabant, eh? Interesting. Conversion successful in a sub. I would say continue. And I can go up in Diplo, finally. We could even go up in military for another 3 innovativeness, but I don't think I'm going to bother with that. A little bit too pricey, although that being mentioned, I should probably spend a bit of Diplo. Over here. Okay, so castles are starting to get completed, which is very nice. At which point we should be able to just maintain one army down here, which will just use the transports to shuttle around as necessary. Oh, I was getting hopeful that Mali was going to go and deal with them for me, but they didn't. So I need to jump in the ships and then head over here. Deal with that. Oh, we've got another mission. The Golden Century. Have an income of at least 252 ducats a year. We currently have 255. So we get a reduction to all power costs for the next 100 years. And there it is. The Golden Century. Not just a golden age, but a golden century. In fact, if we could double that up with a golden age, that would be pretty amazing. We would have minus 11, all power costs, minus 4. We'd have minus 15% to all power costs for the next 10 years. And in fact, all of our power costs are 5% cheaper anyway. Okay, I think I am ready for this war with Castile. Or I would be if I had a diplomat. And we're going to say that Jean is not actually one of the options. Alright, La Mancha is going to be what we're going for. Because still got... Oh, you must be... Yeah, you're guaranteed by Morocco. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting, because I could co-belligerize Morocco. For that, we definitely will need to wait for the navies to return. Eesh. Okay, so one of the things here is done. We want to take this province. I'm going to shorten the training because right now we do need the manpower. Quick update to everyone. Discord's having serious issues. That sucks. Ooh. Just noticed all of my light ships were finished. Well, that's nice. Because I think I'm going to send them all to Sevilla. An Empress Consort of the people. It's become clear to us that the Empress Consort Anne is a woman with a heart of gold. You know what? Having the -2 unrest for the rest of my reign would be super useful, and I can afford that money, so sure. Border friction. France's opinion goes down. Put a positive spin. I don't want to lose either the claims nor my allies. Alright, warships are almost here. More castles are being completed. So we do still have some rebel chance, but not a huge amount anymore, thankfully. '83 light ships protecting trade in Sevilla. Nice. We now control 52% of this node. We are sending in quite a lot more money than we were previously, so I think at this point we're probably okay to flip this switch. And we'll see how much more money that makes. 175. I'm going to wait until the end of the month and we'll have a look. 167. Still, damn it. We're doing well, but not well enough. Okay, so you've arrived. You need to go and deal with that. Another castle is done. First circumnavigation. France had already had that, I thought. Otherwise, I would have gone for it. Oh, I don't have any explorers, never mind. Our fleet set sail to find the western sea routes to the rich spice islands of Indonesia. It took them 99 days to cross the ocean westwards, after which they had found the Strait of Magellan located near the tip of South America. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that France had done that already. Welcome back, Lewis. Right, let's grab you. You in there. Actually, you know what? No, don't do that. I'm going to send you back over here so that you are ready to react to any rebels, because that's more likely. Our transport fleet's already halfway. And this is the fleet that should be in the Mediterranean. So we'll go and pick these guys up, we'll bring them home. And then I think we're basically ready for this. And furthermore, I think I am actually going to stick a fort in Granada. Level 4, as it is going to be protecting that crossing, and it's kind of an important one. It's not too far away, pretty easy to get to. Charles! Sure. Works for me. Right, you've arrived. Need to get you back into the protection of the Mediterranean. Because we are going to be up against the Portuguese, the Moroccan, and the Spanish fleets, all at the same time. So, maneuverability might be slightly limited. We should still be fine, but it might be a little harder. 456 air works for anyone. I actually meant the fact that it was called Carlos, and then I just changed it to Charles, but yeah. We have engaged the enemy. The enemy is dead. And Tulambuang's done. Good stuff. So where do we want to go next? Well, actually, we'll need to wait for Palu to arrive, and then we can start moving that colonist somewhere else. I think we're ready for this. No, we're not. Still waiting for that transport. Kind of an important one, because we could lose the El Cid. We don't want to lose the El Cid. Okay. Castile, La Mancha, Morocco and Portugal. Could call in France, but I don't think we need to. Let's do this. Okay, good stuff. And on that note, I'm going to call this stream here. So this ends on a nice high point where we're finally going after Iberia, and you'll have to join me next time to see how exactly this works. So thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button so you get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you've really enjoyed this, then do consider subscribing. It helps the channel out and lets me do more of this kind of content. If you want to support the channel other ways, check out the Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/MordredViking. I have a YouTube channel, I'll answer you in a minute, Fanro, which you can find at youtube.com/MordredViking. That is where the Madagascar's Marauders are currently being uploaded. That's an EU4 series with the pirates. There are several other EU4 series up there as well. Crusader Kings 2, Hearts of Iron, RimWorld, Total War Attila, Total War Warhammer, etc, etc, etc. Loads of strategy stuff. I didn't go on Morocco, you're right, I didn't. September would mean I have to go all the way back to July. Fixed! Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Actually, it's only 2 months. Screw it, we'll do that. Kind of a big deal. So we're just going to go on Morocco, and while we're waiting for that to happen, Fanro, what kind of restrictions did I put on myself this time? Well, the first one was I wasn't going to take any of Castile's territory, so I've just broken that restriction right there. But Castile's been kind of mashed into the ground by France and Morocco, so I haven't gone to war with them once. This is the first war that we've had with them. Then I was going to go primarily eastward, which is what we've been doing. We are taking a couple in the west because I want to get 10 cities in each of the different colonial regions so that we can get a colonial nation to spawn. And then with those colonial nations with 10 cities will mean that we have... let me just double check I picked up the units there. I did. We get the extra merchants, which we're going to need to spread further. As to when I'm going to do Norway, this would be a very similar game to the Norwegian one because it's all about the trade steering. So I don't know. The next one's probably going to be sail, just because I fancy doing some more pirating, and also to form Al-Andalus. Although that's also in this region, so I really don't know what I'm going to do next. Might even be that I just go to Mayo and taxes or something like that. Right, so we need to go to Castile, declare war, co-belligerize Morocco. Go for La Mancha. Confirm. And everyone got called in. Perfect. Then on that note is when we're going to end. So thank you everyone for watching. I really do hope you're enjoying this. The other thing is Discord. I have a Discord which you can find at this link here. That is where I hang out. It's also where the community hangs out. They're a very cool bunch. They know an awful lot about games. So you are welcome to come join us there. Is Castile reformed? Yeah, Castile and Portugal are both reformed. I'm Protestant. The Catholic heartland is actually Poland, Balkans, Austria, Hungary, and probably soon Germany. Like the heartland of the Reformation is us and Italy. So anyway, I will be back again on tomorrow. That's going to be a Let's Try for Tropico 5, probably. Unless I really want to play some more 2 Point Hospital, which is very possible. So we might do 2 Point Hospital tomorrow. But the next time for Europa Universalis 4 will be on Saturday. I'll be streaming it at 10 PM Saturday evening. So if you wish to see the conclusion of the first Iberian War, then you'll be able to see that then. Muffins, you are terribly... terrible timing. Sorry, buddy. But yes, I am just logging off right now. So back on Saturday. I'll see you guys then. Hope you have a great couple of days until then. Well, in fact, I'm seeing you tomorrow, so I don't really know why I'm saying like really big goodbye. I'm going. Bye. I am so unfocused right now. It's not even funny.